life ain't gonna always be peaches and cream, you feel me? Gotta take the good with the bad. Sometimes it just is what it is, you feel me? Sometimes gotta learn from mistakes, man. Sometimes a nigga go through it on a daily basis. Sometimes a nigga hit the bottle straight, no chaser. Sometimes you got it all good, sitting on top. Sometimes the words don't hurt you, so they throw rocks. Sometimes the crackers fuck with you, cause they hate niggas. Sometimes niggas hate if they ain't getting cake with you. Sometimes you gotta hit a yard with the lawnmower. Sometimes you gotta ask, fuck is y'all around for? Sometimes you gon' see as you against all odds. Sometimes you gotta have talks, just you and God. Sometimes you gotta live life, don't stress shit. Sometimes a nigga see a wife in his best bitch. Sometimes your dog turn out to be a creep nigga. Sometimes your dog best bitch will try and sleep with you. Sometimes you can't keep it real with a fake nigga. Sometimes you treat him like a kid, don't play with him. Sometimes, sometimes. Sometimes your first chance really be your last chance. Sometimes you realize you never really had a chance. Sometimes the ship lead the docks, niggas get left. Sometimes when shit hit the fan, you see it by yourself. Sometimes you can't get in your feelings. Sometimes they be fishing, can't tell them all your business. Sometimes you're better off saying nothing. Sometimes you ain't gotta get nothing but money. Sometimes you don't need no family or friends. Sometimes you gotta accept that it is what it is. Sometimes gotta go for what you know. Sometimes you gotta grind, gotta get it off the floor. Sometimes you gon' be the only real nigga. Sometimes they gotta feel you, deal with you. Sometimes you gotta say what you gotta say. Sometimes you gotta untuck and let them hang. Sometimes, sometimes. Sometimes, sometimes. Sometimes, sometimes. Sometimes you gotta know how to play the boss. Sometimes you gotta know when to take a loss. Sometimes you gotta pray for a better day. Sometimes you gotta go when they say stay. Sometimes you gotta do you, fuck who don't like it. Sometimes you gotta read minds, gotta be a psychic. Sometimes they gon' come try and underhand you. Sometimes it be later when they understand you. Sometimes seem like all the time. Sometimes you gotta dust it off and keep trying. Sometimes you gotta chill, let shit slide. Sometimes the grass greener on the other side. Sometimes you gotta take your time and be patient. Sometimes you ain't got the time to be waiting. Sometimes the ones you love be the ones hurt you. Sometimes by mistake, sometimes on purpose. Sometimes you gotta just know and let them think you don't. Sometimes you gon' have to take it where they think you won't. Sometimes you gotta make decisions with your kids in mind. Sometimes you miss it if you didn't read between the lines. Sometimes you could give your heart to the wrong bitch. Sometimes you could end up falling in your own shit. Sometimes you gotta have pride. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can't give a damn what nobody think. Sometimes you gotta say fuck it, go with your gut. Sometimes you end up stuck, no bitching up. Sometimes you gotta just know something ain't right. Sometimes you gotta slow down, focus on life. Sometimes it's gon' seem like nothing worse. Sometimes your own family treat you like dirt. Sometimes you gotta cut niggas loose. Sometimes you can't worry about nothing but you. Sometimes you gotta show a little love. Sometimes you gotta show 'em what's up. Sometimes you just ain't gon' have enough time. Sometimes you gotta go through some tough times. Sometimes you gon' feel a little lost. Sometimes you gotta take it to the cross. Sometimes, sometimes. Sometimes sometimes I don't even think about it, you feel me? I just get on my brown and I vibe, you feel me? I escape. Sometimes I just pour my cup, you feel me? Get in my zone, and I just fly away, man. I'll be back when I sober up, you feel me? Straight up.